Welcome to the structure analysis 1. આ લેક્ચરમાં આપણે થિન સ્પેરિકલ સેલ વિશે થોડી ચર્ચા કરીશું. તો શું કહે છે કે પહેલા તો એક કન્સિડર કરી લો કે એક થિન સ્પેરિકલ સેલ છે કે જેને વચ્ચેથી કટ કરેલો છે. એને ઇન્ટરનલ પ્રેશર P જે દર્શાવેલું છે આ રહ્યું એ P અને નાના એ જ આપણા સિગ્મા સ્ટ્રેસ. ઓકે, આ ડાયામીટર એનો. તો શું કહે છે? P ઇન્ટરનલ પ્રેશર, D ઇન્ટરનલ ડાયામીટર ઓફ સેલ, T thickness of cell, sigma stress in the cell. તો આપણો સિગ્મા કયો છે એ આપણને ખબર છે કયો છે. તો આપણે એના પરથી ચાલુ કરી લઈએ. આપણે ટોટલ ફોર્સ P is equal to pi by 4 into D square into P. પ્રેશર જેટલું બરાબર. રજિસ્ટિંગ એરિયા pi D into T. Stress into cell. Stress in the cell is equal to sigma is equal to total force divided by resisting area. That's why we have it pi by 4 into D square into P divided by pi into D into T. Pi cut 4 T D cut. That's why we have sigma is equal to P into D upon 4 into T. Okay. The principal stress are sigma 1 PD upon 40 and sigma 2 PD upon 40. Both are the same, but what the difference between it? Therefore, any plane through the point is principal plane with direct stress equal to PD upon 40, there being no shear stress anywhere in the cell. Tau is equal to 0. So that's why there is a equation sigma c is equal to PD upon 40 for the thin spherical cells. Now maximum shear stress. Maximum shear stress at any point in the cylinder. Now take in thin cylindrical cell at any point two mutually perpendicular stress. First, hoof stress sigma c and longitudinal stress sigma L are acting. These are principal stresses. Hence, maximum shear stress is given by tau maximum is equal to sigma c minus sigma L divided by 2. Put the value of sigma c and sigma t. We already know PD divided by 2t and PD divided by 40. PD divided by 2t minus PD divided by 40 divided by 2. 4. That's from the mathematical solution we get the PD divided by 80. In the plane of sigma c and sigma L, the maximum stress value is PD divided by 8t. It seems like WL square by D. It means mechanics of solid, load into perpendicular distance, nothing but the load into perpendicular distance. Now the stress acting on an element of the wall of the cylindrical consists of circumferential stress, it means hoof stress, second longitudinal stress and radial stress pressure. Let's take a view on the figure. Thin cylindrical cell. Thin cylindrical cell. When we assume to have a maximum pressure at this point, take this point out. We take one pressure major axis and minor axis, sigma c, sigma c, sigma L, sigma L. Now take a look at the some bigger portion of that part, which is curve. We know that in cell there is curve, so we take a small part. It looks like this a pressure plane of maximum shear sigma c, and in the direction of your computer to your eyes is a sigma L, which is longitudinal direction. So that's why we can't see it in the plane of sigma C and P. The maximum shear stress is tau maximum is equal to 1/2 sigma C minus P. Okay, P is very small compared to sigma C and B neglected. That's why we can take sigma C divided by 2, but we know that the sigma C is equal to PD upon 2T. It's the PD upon 4T. Okay. Similarly, in the plane of sigma L and P, the maximum shear stress is tau max is equal to 1/2 sigma L minus P, where P neglected. That's why sigma L divided by 2, put the value of sigma L, PD upon 40, we get PD upon 80. The greatest of this maximum shear stress is PD upon 40, which occur on a plane at 45 degree to the tangled and parallel to the longitudinal axis of the cylinder. Okay, now third, change in diameter and volume of a thin spherical cell due to internal pressure. All equations are very important to find particular thing. Consider a thin spherical cell subjected to internal pressure. Small d is equal to internal diameter as usual, P is equal to internal pressure, T thickness, sigma is equal to stress in the cell material. We already know that thin spherical cell have sigma is equal to PD upon 40. Strain in any direction, strain is equal to sigma upon E minus sigma upon M into E. We take sigma C in place of sigma because sigma C is equal to sigma L is equal to sigma. The load value of stress is equal. That's why we take sigma rather than sigma L or sigma C. Okay, now put the value of sigma which we have in this equation. We get epsilon is equal to P into D divided by 4 TE 1 minus 1 upon M. We know that strain is equal to change in length divided by original length. That's why sigma d by d is equal to PD upon 4TE 1 minus 1 upon M. Okay. Original volume of sphere, the equation from mathematical formula of volume of sphere is equal to pi bar 6 divided by d cube. Then the final volume as per our condition V plus delta V. Original volume plus change on volume is equal to pi by 6 original depth, original diameter plus change in diameter cube, where d plus delta d is equal to final diameter of the cell. Volumetric strain. Strain due to volumetric, that's why we need to calculate volumetric strain. Change in volume is strain. Change in volume divided by original volume. That's why we put V plus delta V minus V divided by V. અહીંયા આપણે V plus delta V minus V લીધેલું છે. કોઈ પણ વસ્તુની લેન્થ હોય 5 મીટરનો સળિયો હોય એને આપણે ખેંચીએ તો 5.5 થતું હોય તો તો એ આપણે 5.5 લેવું, 5.5 માંથી ખાલી 0.5 લેવા હોય તો -5 કરવું પડે. તો એ જ રીતે અહીંયા ગાડી જે વોલ્યુમ હતું એ V પ્લસ ડેલ્ટા વી એટલે 5 પ્લસ 0.5 પછી એમાંથી પાછા 5 બાદ કરી લીધા એટલે આપણે આ કટ થઈ જાય ડેલ્ટા વી ડિવાઈડ બાય વી. સેમ વસ્તુ થઈ, એક બાજુ પ્લસ એક બાજુ વોલ્યુમ આઉટ ઇન કરતા. હવે આ જ વસ્તુને ઇક્વેશન વોલ્યુમના પુટઅપ કરીએ. વી માટેનું ઇક્વેશન છે π/6 ઇન્ટુ ડી ક્યુબ. બટ આપણે જઈએ છે જાણીએ છીએ વી પ્લસ ડેલ્ટા વી નું પણ એક ઇક્વેશન છે. તો એ ઇક્વેશન અહીંયા મૂકી દઈએ ડિવાઈડ બાય વોલ્યુમનું ઇક્વેશન પાછું. હવે એના પરથી જે આપણને મળે એ લઈ લઈએ. બરાબર, ડી ક્યુબ પ્લસ 3d સ્ક્વેર ઇન્ટુ ડેલ્ટા ડી માઇનસ ડી ક્યુબ ડિવાઈડ બાય ડી ક્યુબ is equal to 3 delta d divided by d, neglecting second and higher power of delta d. Now substitute values of delta d divided by d from equation 1. What is equation 1? This is the equation 1. Now substitute the value of delta d by d from the equation 1. That's why therefore delta v divided by v is equal to 3 into p d divided by 4t into e, 1 in bracket 1 minus 1 by m bracket over. That's why to solve out it we can get the final answer as a delta v is equal to pi into p into d raised to 4 divided by 8 into te in bracket 1 minus 1 upon m. That's why it is the equation of change in diameter of the volume of a thin spherical cell due to internal pressure. In next lecture, we are going to start our example session.